Let me just tell you, spreadsheets are amazing, okay? Anyways, here it is. Welcome to the Aquage definitive edition of the best farming plot layout in Palia, in my opinion. So this is going to give you 3 different crop boosts. It's going to give you the quality, the harvest, and hydration for most of everything. It goes through and it gives you the best crops that you can make money from. There's a little extra bonus that gives you the extra real kicker at the end that tells you how much money you're going to make. But I think it's pretty easy to understand. So let's jump into the spreadsheet. All right, here we are on our spreadsheet. We've got all of our different types of crops here. We have days to harvest, number of harvest, days between harvest. This only really counts for the tomato because everything else is a one-time harvest. Total crops, everything gives you 2. Again, except for the tomato, it gives you more over the long run. Total days to grow. This is the days to harvest plus the number of harvest, all that stuff. Regular sell value. This is what you're going to look at here. Regular sell value. This is the number you're going to sell your crops for regularly. You'll see these on the basic thing whenever you're selling crops. Revenue. Here is straight money. If you plant it and sell it, this is how much money you're going to make per each crop per planting, right? Revenue per day, if you care about that. It's just a different way to think about things. It actually comes out to be a bit more even between the potato and the tomato, as well as the rice and the cotton. Again, that's revenue. You'll see the tomatoes still have a bit of a boost, but the worst ones definitely are onions, carrots, and wheat. Seeds per crop. This is where we get into a bit more of the complicated technical stuff of this farming spreadsheet. It is better to make your own seeds as opposed to buying it from Zeki, okay? So we have to figure out how many seeds do we get per crop. Here we get 4. You'll see the numbers 1, 4, 5. And again, you can always look over here at the edge. The number gets highlighted. This is not a beginner's guide. This is a I want to learn the min-maxing, okay? If you get lost, just rewind a couple times. So we have to figure out how many seeds we get per crop because, of course, we care about profit and not revenue. If you only care about revenue, well, you're just probably spending money and it's not very good for you. Here we have the replacement value, basically the number of crops it takes to make the seeds, and then you take all that, and that's based on H3, which is the regular sell value. All of these are straight base regular numbers. We don't get into any of the quality just because that's kind of a bonus. I can't depend on that. So yeah, I don't know if you plant quality crops, if it gives you quality, if you plant quality seeds, does it give you a higher quality crop? I don't know that yet. So we're just going all base stuff. Here's our profit, basically our revenue. If I come back over here, revenue minus our replacement value. This is profit, real money that you get to keep after you have successfully replenished and replanted your field. And again, profit per day, you'll see the same numbers, still roughly decent. This is where it diverges a little bit more from the revenue per day just because the price of crops is a little bit different. Now, this is where the real money maker is. In my opinion, this is what's really gonna take stuff to the next level. There were conversations in the Discord about whether or not there is enough value added to items based on working time. So if you put your sapwood in the sawmill, is there enough value in that for the 2 minutes it's in there to increase it? You know, heartwood goes from 1 coin to the planks is 2. This is where the working value comes into play a lot. So the seed value, which of course is a lot less than what 1 crop is worth. Well, it's actually worth a little bit more for the tomatoes because of that. But, you know, normally it's worth less because you're going to grow it to make money and all that stuff. But instead of selling our tomatoes and all of our crops into the bin, if we take it and we use those and make seeds and then take the seeds and throw that into our sell bin, we can make a huge, huge profit. Let me show you. Seed value per crop. So this is just some more math. This is if you deposit the 1 crop, right? Carrots, they give you 4 seeds. That 1 crop that is normally worth 23 gold is now worth 28. Potato, 45 gold, now worth 80. Same thing with tomatoes, worth 23, now they're worth 40. So there's a big jump. If you want to know the percentages, they're right here. Okay, sorry, I got confused. Okay, the 1.22 and all this percentages is based on the value of the crop versus the value of the seed versus the value of the crop. So that's why I was looking here and I'm like, that's 4 times. No. It's 28 divided by 23. You'll see that P divided by H. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we have all of these here. This is your percent gained of selling your seeds versus selling your crops. And you'll see we have a huge thing for potatoes and tomatoes. These are like 78% increase and 74% increase in profits for you, right? Just money that you don't have to do. It's passive, right? You're boosting it by 70% and it's just passive. Here is your profit as a seed boost and profit per day. As this is profit and this is profit per day. So we just take we just take our profit and multiply it by our bonus, and that's our stuff. So you'll see one interesting thing to note, again, this is like an advanced guide here, is potato and tomato actually sell for the same price, which is interesting because we'll get into the crop layout in a second. I originally had only tomatoes because I was like, well, they sell for the best, which they do. If you look over here, profit per day for tomato is higher than a potato. So I was like, well, shoot, I'm going to have to go through and water a bunch of these crops every day because I want the extra money, right? However, if you make them into seeds and sell the seeds, they're actually all worth the same amount. So it doesn't matter. You can replace some of your tomatoes with some potatoes, and you can still make the same amount of money. So that's your profit per day as seed boost. And again, the seed boost is like the cherry on top. That's what makes this the real money maker. I don't think I've heard anybody else talk about this. Everyone just talks about selling the crops. If you make them into seeds, like overnight, you're like, I'm done playing for the day. You chuck in 30 of your potato and tomato seeds and all this stuff and sell it the next morning. If you're patient, you can make extra money. If you're impatient and you need the money like right now, well, you're still making a decent amount of money. Okay, now getting into the actual crop layout. If you don't know how crops work, I'll give you a simple rundown. You've got a rice here. It will affect the 4 adjacent crops. If you've ever played Minecraft, this is exactly how sugarcane works. If you want to look up a advanced sugarcane farm that uses like the most sugarcane per water, we're not talking automatic, we're talking manual, you'll find this exact same layout, except we've now meshed them over each other. Okay, that's what we're doing here. We're like meshing like 3 layers or 4 layers onto this. So because this affects all of these, okay, my internet just went out. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Welcome. I got my internet back. Hopefully everything is good. So you'll see we have a bunch of stuff stacked on top of each other, right? So this rice affects this, this, and this. This rice affects this, and this. So now you'll see all of these are all covered and they all get rice's the harvest boost. So all of these get a harvest boost, right? Same thing, cotton. You now have that one, 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 that one. So all of these now get quality boost. So that's what we're doing. We are just going through and overlapping all of these meshes to create this. You'll see I have a guide over here, 1 farming boost, 2 farming boost, 3 farming boost. So every single plant in here has at least 2 farming boosts. The ones in the center here have 3. Now the 3 being quality boost, harvest boost, and water retention. So that's our 3 that we're going for. I'm not going for weeds because I think weeds, as I've watched, weeds are pretty simple to get rid of. And also there is an accomplishment for harvesting weeds. So I like to get the accomplishment, then maybe I'd consider throwing something else in. But also, is it really worth it? Carrots and onions are so low on the totem pole of profit per day that, like, I can afford to lose like something if I don't have to get rid of all my tomatoes and potatoes, right? Like it's just I don't think the weed prevention is worth it. Now you'll see down here we've got another chart. We've got the total number of crops in this field. This is our profit per day. And again, all these again are straight numbers, straight regular quality stuff. If you get regular crops. If you get quality crops, awesome. Bonus for you, right on you. That's awesome. But this is our profit per day. Just straight. And if you do the secret method of converting everything to a seed and then selling it, this is the boosted profit per day. So you'll see we go from 1,274 to 2,100. So every hour you can make an extra $2,100 just for having your field fully planted. I mean, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Here are the numbers. If you are curious, this is straight planted. If you just did all tomatoes, right? Because you see, oh, best profit per day is tomato. Here's your best profit, right? We do on paper slightly lose to that one, but we're going to be getting quality seed bonus, harvest bonus, and everything's watered. Sure, on paper it's a little bit less, but when you think about the actual like affected bonus, it'll probably blow this number out of the water. Now, this is the current meta one. It's not colorful. I just like mocked it up. You've got tomatoes here. You've got potato, right? So this is all water resistant. And you've got the rice and the wheat, and that is all harvest boosted, right? So everything gets a harvest boost. There is no quality boost in this one though. It is a little bit simpler. It is tileable. This one, the problem is with this one, it does move. I don't think there is a single tile in here that is the same. I don't think. Everything is different. And sure, that might bug you. However, if you take into account the different harvest times, one is 10, 2 are 5, and 1 is 4, you can you're not having to replant everything all at once. It might be like you might do potatoes and cotton this day, rice is one day, tomatoes is once every whatever, right? So it hopefully won't be too bad. And once you learn the pattern, you'll probably get it engraved in your head and you'll know it by heart. But this one is a little bit easier, but you don't get as many bonuses. Now, here's all of our totals again, 81 little crop things, tomato, all this stuff. Here's our numbers. If you want to compare it to this one, this is your profit per day. It does beat it on paper. On paper, it beats it. Same thing as the seed boosted per day, it beats it by $63. However, again, take into account the quality boost and all that stuff. I mean, it's a little bit, it depends. I don't know I don't know what the numbers are going to be perfectly, but if you take into account the extra boosts, this one might lose and this one might win. Again, straight numbers, similar to over here. Again, I don't have it planted in Palia yet, so I haven't tested it. However, if you're curious, you can stop by some of the live streams. You can stop by some of the live streams that we do here on YouTube. We stream on YouTube, so if you are curious, you don't have to go to Twitch and leave the site. It'll just say live around my little profile whenever you're interested and all that stuff. So we'll be trying this out on stream, and eventually I'll make another conclusion video about my opinions on this and what I think about it, and whether or not it's good. You can also test it out during it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're looking at this spreadsheet and you're saying, I feel like there's a number wrong, I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure everything is checked out. But if there is, leave a comment down below. I'll respond. I'll fix it. If there's something wrong, I'll make an update video or something like that. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think it gives you the best benefits there is at the best prices. If you're curious why I chose everything, I chose rice over wheat because of the profit per day, and then potato and tomato, of course, and then the cotton is not the greatest, right? Wheat beats it out, but we already have the rice. Don't need wheat, so we have cotton. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are. Are you going to use this new Aquage meta Are you going to be trying something else? Do you think there's a better one out there? What are your thoughts on the seed selling boost? Are you going to start doing that even if you don't have this meta farm or, this almost perfect farm? Are you going to start converting your stuff to seeds overnight and selling it? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. I am rambling. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. If you enjoyed it, hit like. If you think there is another person that you want to share this with, either in the Palia Discord, in your own Discord server, you can share the video. That would be awesome. But anyways, I've been rambling on. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.